I think that's it. Are we live? I think we're okay. Welcome back to You Are Legion, the actual play series where the audience gets to be the voices inside Legion's head. My name's Nicholas Coy-Santillo. I'll be your dungeon master for the evening, and I'm joined by Sean Boyd as the last blue dragonborn, Aelric Tiamaticus. Claire Hogan is not joining us tonight, but will be playing her character is Lindsay Owen Pierre, who's also playing Bubo the Allen Ranger. Harold Gray, our hard-boiled halfling, played by Michael Keane, and Thaddeus Turnpike, a wizard newly resurrected, played by Sam Gilroy. And if you're interested in learning more about our players, you can check us out in the About section on our page at Twitch. And without further ado, let's reintroduce our special guest playing Legion tonight, Laura Boulevard, Laura Avenue, Laura Street, Laura Road. Laura Street, we got it. We found it. Who will be playing Legion and as the aspect of Saluna. I was going for it. Sometimes you just got to see how long you can get it going. But I want to return us. Yes, this is all. Yeah, we just had to go through, catch everyone up. We return to the Feywilds, a magical land filled with colorful landscapes and characters, where his cuteness the kitten Leroy rules over a whimsical court at Versailles. But something is rotten in the state of Henbark. The royal pools have become fouled, and who better to send to fix them but the newly arrived yet mythologically famous heroic slayers of Grucht, which is how this whole thing began. Hunting down an ancient being that claims to predate the gods themselves in a cold and dark underground cave, swarming with bats, snakes, carnivorous fish, and glittering scarabs, is where the whole thing currently is. And where is the whole thing going to end up? That's up to you, because in this story, you are Legion. Yeah? I'm going to take us back into our battlefield. The players are sitting in the waiting room. So I'm going to let everyone come back and kind of like step around the table for the first time. People have been away for a good week. So, take your opportunity. I'm just opening the door and letting you in. If we have any questions about how things are set up or what we're seeing. Otherwise, we are going to begin at the top of round 2 with Thaddeus. But first, I want to just have a little moment for any points of information or questions.
Koi, reminder, there was a wisdom saving throw to detect illusion. I know Bubo failed it. Who else in the
That was an
party
intelligence. That was an intelligence saving
who else
throw.
in the party needs, I know I passed that saving throw. Who else in the party passed the saving throw? Because whoever's next up needs to realize and tell Bubo so that, you can try to jog him out of that. I don't know if it will, because given the nature of the spell, you said that the character affected justifies anything they hear. Like, it's pretty deep in there.
Yeah, let me give you the reading. It's pretty intense. An illusion that takes root in the mind of a creature must make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed throw, there's a phantasmal object, creature, or other visible phenomenon. The targets treat this phantasm as if it were real. The target rationalizes any illogical outcomes from interacting with the phantasm. For example, attempting to walk across a bridge. If they survive, they would believe that the bridge still exists and come up with some explanation. That's written into the lines of this spell. I'll actually just post into our private little chat here a direct link to the spell rules. So you can check that out. Any affected creature is so convinced that it can even take damage from the illusion. Yeah. Any questions about... We just turned on the magical orb, so everyone can see now. Otherwise, I think at the moment that's the only source of light. And this little group of fishies here that's has the little canceled sign on it is embedded in ice. It's just like a big floating ice block that's right there on the edge. And I will unpause the game here. 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 And I will un Oh, amazing. Vikiver's letting us know that they're going to miss next Monday, but we'll be seeing them the next Monday. Amazing. Love the heads up. We still have this whole session to get through. I don't know if you guys are going to survive. Yeah. Any other questions? Or Thad, you can jump right in and take first turn.
The rocks are difficult terrain, right?
Correct.
I have 60 feet of movement.
Mhm.
Because I'm a horse. And I'm going to move that, I believe that's 60 over to that rock.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to, because we still don't have eyes on the creature, with nothing better to do, I'm going to send a fireball directly into the center of, am I pinging these duders? No? How do I ping? Ping, ping, ping.
I just hold down. There you go. Okay.
Yeah,
Let
there.
me create.
Like,
It's a 30-foot diameter?
yeah.
20.
20?
30? Oh, yeah, it's 30.
Is it 20? Hold on, I'll double check. I'm still new to.
Fireball.
To,
Yeah, fireball.
Yeah, to get my that's firebolt.
This is a 20 that I just drew.
20 foot, yeah. It's a
20.
foot. So I'm gonna tag those 3.
Awesome.
Centering it right there, and I shall roll the 8d6. It's such a fun number of dice.
Yeah, it's a fantastic number of dice.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Ignore that. 8. So I'm dealing 28 damage on failed save and half on a successful save. DC 15 dexterity.
Amazing. And what type of spell? What level spell is this?
It is technically a 3rd level spell, but I am casting it still at a 2nd, and this is using my last 2nd level spell slot, I believe.
Okay. So successful saving throw then is 14, and a failure is 28.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. So one of these gets. They all ignite in flame on top of the water, and at this point, out of the 3 dozen or so in each one of these swarms, just comes a few slithering remains. They are almost entirely. They are fully decimated, these swarms, but there's still just a handful from each one.
And before my turn ends, as each sort of now that it's glowing, the glee on Thad's face at each giant fireball that is being every single time you've seen him cast Firebolt, this is what he's been intending to do, and you just see joy. This is a scary situation, but you just see joy plastered on his face as each fireball erupts into a 20-foot sphere of napalm. Yeah.
Yeah, this half circle over top of the water, kind of as it ripples up and outwards. It's only a 40-foot ceiling on the space, so it's going filling halfway vertically the space.
He's laughing, he's laughing in between the tune that he's carrying to keep his blade song up.
Amazing. Oh, hell yeah. That's your turn, which leads us to initiative 20, which is our lair action. So this phantasmal... it's only Bubo, right? This is... my understanding was it was only Bubo. And he's 40 feet up in the air. Okay, this phantasmal creature, it's going to go back under the water, but just below the surface, and move off this way. Move this way. Leading us to our snakes. This is the snake round, everyone. All the snakes. I've separated all of the swarms to be operating like as the species, kind of. So each swarm coupling is going to operate on its own initiative. 30 feet. So they all just move closer. And actually, they can dash. So, gonna dash into range with a Luna. Gonna dash. Okay, that's. Oh my god. Too many snakes. All right. And that's going to be, I'm going to move a couple more fish, but we're going to move to Bubo's turn.
Okay. So, Bubo is going to make which one of these? Let's see here. Are these squares each 5?
Yeah, these are 5-foot squares.
So I just moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there would be the thing. So I am going to move there. And I am going to. Which one of these two things look like the smaller group of snakes? You know, you told me that they were mostly decimated. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, they've all taken equal
you want me to
damage
make a
up till now.
Okay. Okay. They've all taken equal damage. Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm
these
gonna
are just,
take-
they've been
I'm gonna
immolated
take
by
my
2
first-
fireballs.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm gonna just do my sharpshooter longbow on that guy.
16 to hit, definitely hits. Is that 17 plus damage?
So that is. I want to see.
And you're on this
So,
left one or this
3.
right one?
The one straight below me.
Okay. Yeah, that's 17
1d8
damage. That is
piercing.
definitely. Oh, I thought the damage is already listed. No.
Sorry, and it is already listed. 17 damage is the listed. It's not including my hunter's mark, which is which is moved to the guy that I'm doing. So I'm just going to do a straight 6 on that.
Yeah, that definitely does it.
Okay, there's an extra 6. That's 23 damage on that guy.
It's like lining it up for that single multi headshot in these FPS online games. Is getting them all lined up, skewers, multiple snakes just off the surface of the water. That ends. That ends that one.
Okay. And then I'm gonna do same deal for the next one. Sharpshooter longbow.
That's a 16 to hit again? Or
Yeah. And
yeah. Also
and Hunter's Mark again. I'll continue to move. That'll be 21 damage on him.
fully gone. More than triple what you need.
Okay, that's awesome.
So what does that look like?
Sam
What does this look like with Bubo? You're
Yeah.
flying over the air, just like pot shots on these snakes.
So I think what you just saw is Bubo like kind of like weep his wings away from the swarm of bats that was around him,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's moved away. Actually, I don't know if those guys take an opportunity attack. I'm just realizing that I just moved out of their space.
I think they might get one very, very gentlemanly of you.
Yeah.
Um,
So as he comes around, he just does one of these, you know, like sexy clean
Critical
shots.
miss.
Nothing spectacular. Critical miss.
Bat's critical miss on the opportunity attack. So yeah, fully get away.
Okay, nice, fantastic. Yeah, he just does a couple of like clean shots. I mean, with 16s, those aren't like perfect shots. Those are just like well aimed, nice shots, taking care of business. And he moves out over the water a little bit to draw some fire away from the group of people, from the friends. Doing his thing.
Amazing.
And as I think I'm good. Like my bonus action, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna be good. So I'm passing. That's my turn.
That is then
That's my job.
Yeah, just like racking them up.
Oh, do I make an intelligence save on my turn, or is this?
Let me double check this spell. It's one of these spells that's like 500 words long.
Yeah.
The target uses an action. The target can use its action to examine. So basically, you can use an action to roll again, but you don't get a free reroll. Is what it? Yeah, you have to use your action to check to roll again.
All right. Well, now we know. Now we know what we have to do.
I mean, you still took out like, 2 bundles of poisonous snakes slithering across the surface to your friends. There's not a nothing thing.
Mm-hmm.
And next up is
Did you put the
Juniper
description
in the
in
initiative. Yeah, I put the spell in the Discord chat.
Thank you. All right, my turn. That's my turn.
Yeah. And next up is Juniper in the initiative order. So I think you're controlling Juniper as well this session.
Yeah, I can't figure it. Stupid internet.
Oh yeah, Claire's trying to come in from Winnipeg, but they just got internet out there and the connection is still pretty rough. That's a little Winnipeg joke for all my people out there in internet land.
I'm laughing.
Okay.
It's not coming through though.
It's not coming through. Whoever's playing Juniper is next. I think we have Lindsay who's covering for Juniper just because of this faulty connection, which we weren't sure if it was going to work or not. So our backup here in-house on camera, Lindsay, basically you get to play again, picking up the cleric's book, as it were. Muted. You're muted, though.
Let me just click on her. This is her here, right?
Yes. I'm gonna pin her there.
So laggy here. Yeah. Okay. She is going to cast Guiding Bolt on this guy here. Here, like this.
Roll a...
Guiding Bolt.
No, actually, so this is something that... roll an Arcana check, because we just had this happen at the end, if you remember. At the end of last session, Salune just cast Guiding Bolt before you do this. And Juniper was the only person who actually succeeded in that, I think it was an insight check based on that, noting that there is some sort of an immunity to or resistance to magic. Just that's something that
Okay.
we just called as happening. So I don't want you to like play it as if forgetting
Yeah.
it because it was seconds ago in Juniper's mind. But you can use your free action
Sure.
to kind of narrow down and get more precise as to what the nature of that
Okay.
resistance. Or actually,
So
there might
I
even be a
rolled a
spell
16
that you
on the
can use.
Arcana check.
Hmm.
I rolled a 16 on the Arcana check.
So on the Arcana, with the 16, there are you recognize this as like a limited magic immunity, which would be lower level spell,
Okay.
automatic success against saving throws, and automatic miss of attack rolls below a certain threshold.
Okay. Cool. Fine. So she's gonna move back like that, and she is going to. This is. She is going to cast Shield of Faith on. Whoops. On. Sorry. Man, this is super laggy. But
Oh, no.
I'm getting there. It's really, yeah, like I'm like so laggy on my side, but it's okay. I just have to. It's one of those things where you like press and you think you didn't press, but you did, but it's taking a second to get there. So, yeah, it's fine. I'm just gonna cast this Shield of Faith. Cast that spell.
Who's going to get it? Or is
Lindsay,
it.
Claire would like to know if you're anointed also.
What was that? I didn't. It was a bit muffled.
I would like to know if Lindsay's also in Winnipeg.
Yeah, right?
Right.
It's just Canada. I think we're just down Canada.
All right.
We got
So,
one line. We got one fiber optic line here.
Okay, so Arlie is moved back, and she's casted the Shield of Faith on Elric. So he has +2 to his AC for the duration for the next 10 minutes. It's a concentration spell, so this may go away if I have to use another concentration spell, or I'm hit by an attack, or bloody bleedy blah.
Okay.
That is
Shield of Faith.
And that's going to be her. That's going to be her turn. She's
Okay.
moved back. She's done her movement. Actually, I think she's got more movement, so I'm going to put her. Just
Was
all
that
the way
and
up in
that's
the corner
difficult
here.
terrain, yeah?
Oh, right. Fair enough. So she probably can only go.
Where did she start? Like
Characters that don't fly.
That's
yeah.
that's as far as. Actually, I'm going to put her. I'm going to put her one back here.
Cool.
There you go. Just there. I
Okay.
just want to get her kind of out of the way. So so that's her turn. Okay. Move.
Here in the north. Come in. These flocks are small flocks. These swarms of the scarab beetles that you noticed looking like gems on the statue of the dragon, they come flying up off of that dragon into your vision.
Way over
that-
there in the dark, we can see that way over there. Are they,
I think Bubo might be able to see it.
Oh, okay.
If you can see it at this point, because there is the anything you can see is visible. So like where I'm, the dragon I guess would be in darkness still. If I do, I can actually reassume darkness because now that you've activated that light, it's easier to clarify. So you can all see the limit of your vision here. Yeah, that makes sense. We can keep the lights off or turn them on? I think it's a bit easier to see with the lights on. So that's our Scarab movement, which leads us to Harold.
Cool. So, been making a mistake, and it's been going out through the whole campaign. So that is not my fault. That is DM's fault for not doing his due diligence.
Oh no. I blame the Twitch
Shape
stream for
Water-
not catching us.
Well, I mean, no, that's not their job here.
That's
the
true.
Shape Water,
Yeah.
it cannot take effect with a living creature inside it. So when I was using it to save the sailors that were drowning in plate mail, floating them up, making them buoyant,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe you could argue, well, I created a ring around it. Like, there's probably some,
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
get away with that, being really creative with a understanding and generous DM that loves me. But probably not useful for, the fishies. With that said,
Mm-hmm.
I think what is required from you is a ruling on what the maximum so I believe it's 5 foot thick and also 5 foot squared.
5 foot cubed and 5 foot squared.
I can't say I'm only doing an inch, so it goes forever. I have
Yeah.
to deal with the 5 box, right, in space.
It fits within a 5 foot or directed 5 feet. Yeah, it's this 5 feet kind of range. I think it's kind of like the idea of this is a cantrip, right? So it's almost like that, like low level water bending that you see like Katara in early season 1 of Avatar: The Last Airbender for our nerds in the audience. But like that kind of control within almost like 5 feet is the idea of it's like kind of almost within arm's reach if you have a single
Just imagine
step.
flatland, you know?
Flatland? Oh, like on like a 2-dimensional sheet of ice, basically, almost.
Is this
Yeah,
internet
basically.
better in the lobby? Sorry,
Oh.
I just am testing it.
Yes,
Maybe it's
much
not.
better.
Okay, great. I'm here for 2 minutes until the taxi comes get me to the station. So,
Amazing.
great. Nice to see you guys.
Thanks,
As
Claire.
I saw the 2 games ago,
Oh,
and
do we have you next week?
Yeah, for sure.
Amazing. Okay.
Like, because I'm working, they have to give me the time off because this is like 130 hours of work or something stupid. So.
Oh my God. All right. Well, I'm gonna give you some homework for your character then, just to like take the edge off. Sorry, I'm not understanding what Keen is asking here about what he wants to do with Shape Water. That's what I'm
Okay,
trying to.
Anyways, so what Harold's gonna do
Mhm.
for really lack of better option?
Mhm.
Are these snakes closest to us still on the ceiling?
There are no snakes on the ceiling. These are coming along the water. You're looking at like the one just
On the water?
here. Yeah, they're all coming along the water, either like at the water level or just kind of dipping below the surface.
Okay, sorry. I thought you said that they were coming across the ceiling and that the burning bodies of snakes had fallen into the water after that had blown them up.
Oh no, yeah, they were resting on the rocks there.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm just going to attack with short bow because I don't really have many better options right now.
Cool. Against this closest one right here.
Yeah.
What do we got for that?
It's beside another character, so I do have advantage.
Nice. Yes. So you can click
That-
the up arrows to give yourself advantage if you're seeing the same thing I am.
Okay. Yeah, did the 11 hit?
11 does not hit.
Okay. But I get to roll again because I didn't take advantage.
Or do you see the same thing that I see in terms of I see a little thing that you can like hover next to the result and click an up arrow. Super exciting.
Yeah, hit either. Okay.
3 doesn't hit
No,
either.
Flat out miss.
Okay, yeah, you go over to the waters. No, you're shooting at snakes in the water. It's Bubo makes it look easy. Let's put it that way. I think is what I mean to say.
Yeah, all good.
Awesome. Anything else you want to do, Harold?
No, pass my turn. I'm done.
Okay. What is the flight speed? Okay, Bubo, you see underneath you a swarm of bats is coming up towards you. But it can't quite reach you. We have this one. This one will reach Saluna. Is it with an at the end, like the kind of schwa at the end? How do you pronounce it?
God,
Or
it's backwards.
It is going to attack Saloon. Does a 14 hit? Okay. So they're just swarming around you, but not dealing any damage.
Okay. It's an A, actually. Salune.
Salune.
Yeah, you guys can call me Luna.
Alright.
It's easier.
Luna.
Luna.
This one that just Bubo ran away from is heading down towards Squeak Noir. Where? Oh. Sorry, swarms. Lots of swarms.
But
Yep.
within Foundry, you know that
Mhm.
top ribbon that shows everyone in the combat?
Yep.
Is that accurate to the amount of swarms that are in this encounter?
Might be. Might be.
Fucking hell.
You playing 40K, man?
Okay.
They are
in
they
that
are
case-
1/4. They are 1/4 CR.
In that case, can I just what does 1/4 CR mean?
Like they're what is it called?
1/4 challenge rating. Got it.
Challenge rating is 1/4.
Challenge rating.
In that case, before Luna resolves, Harold's going to call out to the party. We should fight them in the mouth of the cave and start moving backwards.
Cool.
I want to take them in a choke point rather than out in the open where we can be surrounded.
Awesome. Totally. Sound tactical move. And following immediately afterwards is Aelric.
Did Luna act?
Did Luna's after Aelric, actually, in my
Yeah. So this cuts my movement in half, is that right? Or is it 5
Yeah.
total that I could do?
just cuts it in half.
Cuts it in half. All right. Yeah, Elric will follow. So if I dash, I lose. I use one of my actions. I
Yeah.
lose my action, right, to create a dash. Okay.
Yeah.
That'll effectively take me off the map then.
Mhm.
Headed back the way we're-
Yeah, so if we want to go backwards, this is. If we want to go backwards, I'm going to say that I think, can I draw off the map? I don't think I can, is the only problem. No, I can't draw
Right.
off the map.
Boy, it's just kind of like an 120-foot long, right?
Yeah.
Was that the and you gave it like a dimension of like 15 by 15?
Yeah, it was narrow. getting
Yeah.
into this, it was really narrow.
So I'm gonna
comparatively.
give you.
Just Koi,
Yeah.
just place them on the edge of the map, and then we'll
assume.
figure out distances and whatnot. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's not move off the map. That's just gonna bugger things up.
Cool. Well, I added a little. So I added a little padding to the map, so I can just create a little rectangle.
Yeah.
I will. So
You
this
can picture.
rectangle will be our entrance here, 20 feet
Cool.
wide there. Cool.
All right. All right. So as he's as Elric is turning and moving, he calls out in hopefully a loud enough voice so Bubo can hear, because you're a good distance away and you're airborne. I don't know if he could have even heard Harold.
It's only 50 feet away, and 50 and like
Okay.
40 feet up. So it's definitely you could yell. Yeah.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I'll follow behind and get up right behind and turn and wheel, get into the throat of the tunnel as quickly as and as deep as I can, just to make a hot gates action, and then turn.
Amazing. And you're gonna. So does that use your
Use my
action?
action and my movement.
Cool. And do you have a bonus action or anything you want to use?
Not at this moment.
Okay. I'm going to. I want to create this thing so you can see it. Can you see this thing that do you see that little box that I've created? The line might be bad.
It's dark, but I can see it.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Boom. All right, there's your rough space. So in that case, Aelric, you were able to get yourself into that.
Okay.
We're just going to use this as a representation of the first 10 feet of the mouth. Does that make
Sure.
sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Amazing. Now we go to Luna's turn.
I'm currently surrounded by bats, right?
There are bats coming on you. Yeah, coming down on you here. So I have one on the 10 feet above you, just kind of next to Squeak Noir. Another swarm is flying above the water, just 20, 30 feet away.
So you would say that none of them are within my reach?
None of them are within your reach. There is a bunch of snakes here at the water line that is in your reach.
I have a feeling that snakes are stupid.
Probably, yeah. They're pretty stupid. Reptilian.
Okay, well, I guess maybe I'm just gonna try and speak to a bat without grabbing it.
So it's 10 feet. You could jump to try to grab one. So I could say, if you want to give me an athletics or acrobatics check to try to grab one of the bats, and that would be this swarm right here.
Did I grab it?
A 13? Yeah, you grab one. Grab one right out of the air.
Yes. Yoink that bat. And now that I have the bat, can I speak to the bat while like backing into the cave? Can we have a conversation while I walk backwards?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You have what's your movement speed here?
Movement speed is 30.
30. So you can move 15 would be to that O, basically.
Okay. So I'm going to move my 15 feet while whispering in this tiny little bat's ear. It's tiny, right? How big is this bat? Big bat?
I mean, it's big enough that like you wouldn't want to get bit by it. This is definitely like an aggressive bat, but it's small enough that like were you to choose to kill it in your hands, that would be possible.
Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted.
Okay.
So I'm talking to this bat, and I'm gonna say, "Hear me, nocturnal patron. I am your mother moon. You will abide me and answer my questions, or I will kill you here and now."
Let's roll a persuasion check for me.
Is it persuasion if I could do it? Like, not lying.
It's not deception.
It's intimidation.
Hey, it's
Oh, you can intimidate if you want. Yeah.
It's probably intimidation with advantage if she is their patron god.
Oh, you're the patron god of bats as well?
I mean, I'm the moon goddess. I'm like the nighttime god, and this is a nocturnal creature. I'm just owning it. I'm
Okay,
taking it.
yeah. Roll definitely roll at advantage. You have to beat a 15.
Okay, intimidation.
Yeah, intimidation. Yeah, it's sexier.
All right. One. Why did I just roll like 3 9s in a row? That's why.
Oh no.
Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20? Amazing. Yeah, the bat in your hand just goes totally limp. And you just hear it like whispering, "My mistress. Yes, my mistress."
Okay. How long have you lived in this cave, bat?
For many nights, many days.
And for how long has the water run cloudy from this space, bat?
Before my time.
Damn it, not the answer I was looking for. Do you know what causes the cloudy water in this space?
The speaker in our heads. The speaker who makes no sound.
I see. With your ears that hear very good,
So
and your
well.
voice that finds. What did you say?
So well, my ears, they hear so well.
That's ears. The most amazing ears. I'm so proud of your ears. And with your voice that allows you to see without sight, can you
Yes.
tell me where the body of the speaker is?
It is under the dark waters.
Have you ever seen how deep the waters go?
The waters are as deep as death.
Bat, will you tell the other bats that your patron is here and we only harm you because you seek to harm us?
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check on that. Okay, rolled an 18 minus 4. But still 14. So what do you want it to do exactly?
I kind of wanted to tell the other bats, like, oh man, our patron goddess is here and I don't think we should kill them. It's kind of what I want him to do.
Okay, done. I love it. Okay, are you gonna release the bat?
Only if he swears on his life, which is very frail and in my hands, that
It's so
him and
frail.
his
It's so
brother
frail.
will retreat from this fight.
Yes, yes. I will persuade my brothers. Yes.
Know that you will all die if you are misleading me.
It is known.
Okay, I give him a little lick on the forehead.
A little bit. It like vibrates as it purrs in a pitch that only you can hear.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's happy. It got a little lick from its goddess.
Okay, I'm gonna let him.
Amazing. Okay. What I want you to Okay, it is going to fly over to this this swarm here that's coming towards you along the water. And it is going to be squeaking. Now you as a construct are able to hear pitches and frequencies like much higher and lower than the rest of our mortal players. So you hear as it goes off. I mean, in general, the whole cave is just echoing with all of these high-pitched squeaks that the bats are hearing, and you can hear them at a different level of kind of fidelity than the rest of the party. You hear this lone bat go off with a new melody towards the swarm, kind of espousing the gods of yore, the true masters of their race, and it goes into and tries to join a counter dance to the movement of the swarm along the tops of the waves. And as you see the two of them meet and it joins in their movement, there's a resistance to its sway, and then two of the bats that are flying in the swarm get up on top of it and push it under the water, and there's just a little plunk as it goes under the water, and they just continue to fly on forwards.
I'm bad, and
I'm
very upset about this part of events.
It rolled really badly in persuasion.
Okay. Can
I love the idea. If it succeeded in persuasion, it could have converted some, but it rolled a 4.
Oh, my buddy.
He died as a martyr to the cause.
Advantage because it's a forehead kiss. Should have got an advantage. He was feeling it.
Did you to grant advantage because like you had blessed? I'll give you a bless if you want /1d4.
Oh yeah, I should have given him guidance. Can I guide the bat? Can I retroactively give the bat guidance?
That's an 8. It still fails.
Yeah.
Rolled a 4 on guidance. Yeah. Incredible, though. I absolutely love it. Very good move.
Bonus action? Can I do my bonus action real quick?
Of course.
I'd like to take my starry form. And I would like to take the form of the archer.
Yes. The archer. Okay. What does that one do?
So the archer just gives me a bonus action at the end of every turn to arch people with a magical.
Can you use that in your first action, or?
I don't think so. Let me just look here.
I mean, I think we've moved through all the actions economy of this spell, of this turn anyways.
As you leave, the snakes are able to launch a little strike at you, but miss as you run away, as you move yourself towards the mouth of the entrance. So that ends your turn, Luna? I think so, because you've moved, you've done your action, you've done your bonus action. Cool. You leave behind Squeak Noir, who's staying at the edge here, moves further and strikes at the snakes that are coming up on the edge.
At the beginning of Squeak Noir's turn, I take a reaction to shout, "Squeak Noir, retreat!"
Ah, you think a snake scares me? No, not today. And he goes, standing at the edge, like just firing little jabs with his small rapier at snakes as they try to climb up the edge of this stone. They're kind of just like held back as he's striking, but not able to. You can't see him kill any. That's Squeak Noir. Which brings us back to Thad. Top of round 3.
Do I fireball Squeak Noir? No. Okay. Okay. There's a lot of head shaking.
One of the clearest allies we have in this entire plane of existence. Probably not.
He also trained us, dude. I mean, come on. We literally trained a couple of us in our level up. Like, what kind of horrible monster are you?
I feel like Squeak Noir is surrounded by 2 swarms of bats, a swarm of quippers, a swarm of snakes. I'm just saying I could hit a lot of things over there. Am I just gonna shoot? They're just all gonna bear down on you guys.
Wait till the bear down on us, and then just shoot the fireball at me.
Yeah, but I don't think Squeak Noir is gonna retreat. That's the problem there.
Shoot, he's tiny, man. You can shoot it over him. Just shoot it right at me.
No, I'm still gonna hit him. 5. If I upcast it at 1 second, guys.
I have a feeling you could probably hit the top 3 swarms here with your.
So
Like, forget the guy right beside.
I'm gonna cast magic. That's on the 4th. Man, I don't know what to do here. I'm just gonna. I think that I'm gonna just try to thin down still. What's going on in the corner? I'm just gonna be a machine gun. So.
Amazing. What are we looking at? Vikavar in the chat just loving that you're catching us here. Saying that Legion. So, Laura, just roll the damage for that closest swarm as you were able to change in, because rules show that we didn't give you that attack. So is that automatic damage? Do you automatically hit in
No,
Archer?
she doesn't get an attack, dude.
Vikavar just sent us.
He
It says-
as a bonus action on the next attack. She
Yeah.
used her bonus action to
Oh.
activate it.
Oh, it's on the. It is on the
That's
next
what-
attack.
Yeah, I read subsequent as meaning like once I've cast it, every turn after that I get.
Yeah, that's what that. Okay, that's what I would have expected. Yeah, no, spells usually are clear. They're like this time and in sub. You know, you get one to this turn, and then in future turns you get that. Okay, cool.
And your question, I don't see like it doesn't show me that I need any like you don't need to make a wisdom throw or anything, and so I think it just hits when I do it.
It just hits. Subsequent.
I-
You can make a
No,
ranged
You
spell
make
attack.
A ranged
Ranged spell attack. So that's a roll with your spell advantage or whatever, your spell attack advantage. Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, your spell. Whatever
when you
cast your spells
activate-
with, plus your
Uh,
proficiency.
so Vikavar quoted, "When you activate this form and as a bonus action," is what he said in the chat here, and as a bonus
your
action on
sub-
your subsequent turns. So before it says subsequent turns, does it say and as a bonus action?
I'll just do it on my next turn. Don't worry, you guys. I'll get it.
Okay, okay. I want to honor the chat. Squeak Noir went. Thad was deciding where to fireball.
Yeah, you see my circle, DM. Those,
Big time.
1,
I see
2,
that.
3, 4 creatures that are within that circle are gonna actually now take a 4th level. I'm using a 3rd level spell slot. meaning I'm
Okay.
casting it at 4th level, so it's 9 d6, and that is just continuing to cackle. It's like yes, Lindsay, you have a point of order. Can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh, Linz.
I'm not sure that I'm pretty sure you understand, but I'm not sure. But this is a swarm of bats here, and this is a swarm of bats here. You know that.
Mhm.
You can barely see it, but there's.
Yeah. No, I'm hitting technically according
Okay.
to the computer or the foundry. I only hit the bat closer to. I'm missing one of the bats. I'm hitting 4 creatures. I'm hitting 2 mobs of snakes, a scarab, and a bat. And it's gonna be 9d6.
Hell yeah.
So that's 30.
30.
On a failed save, 15 on a success.
And it's a dexterity save, right?
Mhm.
30 damage. Oh my god. Okay, the scarabs just evaporate in fire. This, you can tell, is much more effective magically. So 30 or half damage, right?
15
Um,
on a
Cool. So the bats that at the very edge are like just at the edge and able to kind of move aside. Some of them are slightly out. The swarm is not fully dead. The snakes along the surface of the water, like there's dozens of them dead, but a few still remain. And the snakes at the edge of the water here also fail their saving throw. Most of them are gone. Only a handful remain. It's super effective.
And I just want to say for Bubo, it's like as you're flying there in air, this streak of light just shoots right by you, and this explosion like just comes right up close to you, and then magically stops, and then sucks back into like the fiery environment, and you just see Thad like down there pointing with his hand, tickling away, like scanning the environment for the next place to go. But I am gonna back up. I'm gonna back up closer. But I think, Keen, I'm gonna sort of try to cover us from the outside since I can do the area attack. I don't think it makes sense for me to get like truly behind you guys. So 10, 20, 30. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it there, and that's my turn.
Amazing. I am going to need everyone who is 20 feet from the water's edge, which is going to be Squeak Noir, Luna, and Aelric, and Arlie, and Thad to make a strength saving throw.
One more square.
Yeah, so close. No.
I got a nat 1.
Nat 1. The difficulty is 16, DC 16. With a failure, you are pulled into the closest source of water. And I double-checked the rules. So you are considered prone as a condition until the start of your next turn.
Boy, is that open water in that little gap between
in the .com? Yeah, that is water.
That's open water? All right, so I believe then technically
that's closest. All right, I'll take it. Which means Juniper as well. If she fails, then both of you are going to be heading into that water. You are prone in that water.
That is just laughing, and then this like in the midst of it, and then just this wave crashes and it just disappears from the spot.
So did Luna fail that saving throw as well?
I think we all failed.
Wow. Yeah, Squeak Noirs. So everyone pulled into the water. Condition-wise is prone, which just means like around advantage and stuff. But you're basically just like, because this water's kind of grasped out like the abyss. Wonderful James Cameron. Underrated at this point, James Cameron movie. And pulled into the water kind of on your backs. That is our lair. Ooh, yeah. Anyone who's concentrating should roll to keep that.
I am not concentrating.
It's what is the concentration? It's just a.
It's 10 or half damage dealt, whichever's higher. Constitution saving throw. So Arlie would get a +3.
Okay.
6 + 3, 9. That would be a fail. Under 10. Wow. So Arlie drops concentration on the extra AC for Aelric.
Yeah.
That brings us to our snakes. Let's see. Some of them are dead. Some of them are still alive. We have snakes come in.
Snakes in a cave.
They come up surrounding Aelric. These snakes are going to come in and try to bite at Luna. Does a 10 hit? I don't think so, unfortunately, for the snakes. And Luna is actually on top. There's another swarm here that's going to try to attack. That is a 25. That's going to be 9 damage, piercing. And I think, as a Warforged, are you immune to poison?
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. And some other snakes are going to surround little Squeak Noir, who is in the water. Do some more movement here.
I don't know how close to me are you.
And this, at the water's edge, you're going to see the head of... so there are now 2 images here. This one here on the left, only Bubo sees. This one here on the right, everyone sees. And we're going to go into Bubo's turn.
Okay, I'm going to take an action and use my Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage. Actually, I'm going to use my inspiration point to give myself advantage on this check. It's an intelligence check.
Okay.
And it's a saving throw.
Yes. Oh, you rolled as Arlie. But it was yeah, you rolled as Arlie.
Oh, sorry.
All good.
Just do this. Sorry about that. So Bubo, intelligence, saving throw.
And you gave yourself a bonus or advantage?
I'm just giving myself advantage. I'm going to try again.
Oh, 2 4s.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
So yeah, Bubo, you see the
So,
2 identical heads. This might be the first time. I'm not sure. I can't remember if this is the first time you've seen 2 of them at the same time, Bubo.
Right. Am I so I'm sorry. There's a new one. Am I making another save for the new guy, or is this just an extension?
This one on the right.
Guy?
This one on the right, everyone sees. The one on the left is what you rolled the saving throw for.
Okay. So but if this guy is a construct, then doesn't it trigger automatically an intelligence save?
It's assuming that the other one is a construct, and we don't know if it is.
The Phantasmal Force spell,
No,
which is on the left here, that triggers the intelligence saving throw when it activates, and you spent the action to try to counter it just now. If this one on the right, everyone sees, it does not trigger an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Well, then I'm just going to take a shot at the one that's right in front of me. I mean, I don't know that this is they're different.
Mhm.
They look exactly the same.
Do you get
So,
2 actions? You get 2 actions?
yeah, I get an extra action. Yeah.
Cool.
So I am going to make a, and I'm going to use my tide. Now I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage on this. Oh shoot! I don't know what I just did here. That's I don't even know what that is. That's I have to pick this guy. Give me a second here. I want to hit with advantage on this. Is there no like?
Yeah, so for the Phantasmal Force, you have to use an action to investigate. So you have a second action this turn?
Yeah, I've got 2 attacks. I've got 2 actions.
Saying that you used an action in order to take the saving throw. So what he's trying to verify is whether you have 2 additional actions in order to attack.
I don't have 2 attacks. I only have 1 attack left.
Oh, okay, so no, like at level 5, you can attack twice when you take an attack action, but that doesn't give you 2 actions.
Okay. All right.
No, that's a very confusing rule to people the first time. Yeah, it's unfortunately you don't get 2 actions that you can choose attack. It's just that when you take the attack action, it comes with.
You can use it
2
twice.
Yeah. Warriors can use it 3 at a certain level, I believe, right? 3 times?
Shit.
Did I make that up? Chat, did I make that up?
Look out for Aelric. So you still have a bonus action in your movement. And actually, so you wouldn't take any opportunity attacks from the swarms. The swarms have 0 range. So the swarms have to be on top of you to have range. Normally, being next to someone and you move away, you would leave their range. With a swarm, to leave their range is to leave the square they're in. So you wouldn't elicit any opportunity attacks if you move.
Okay, so I am going to move then. You know what? What am I saying? I'm just going to move here.
Get Squeak Noir. Grab him in the water.
Yeah, I can't do that.
A bit far. Almost, actually. Almost. Cool. You're going to move over to there. And when you're done, you can just pick up at Arlie's turn, because she's right after you.
Yeah. Okay. So I am going to. I'm going to get rid of all this junk. Super laggy. Wow, that is crazy. Okay, so is that Arlie? Yeah. She is just going to. I'm just zooming in. I think what's the problem is that this map is super heavy with all the things on it, and
With all the tokens, it's probably like the lots of tokens.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can.
She's just gonna come out of the water back here. She can use half of her movement or whatever. And she's gonna fire guiding bolt at the guy there. So she is going to go like this, like that.
Okay, which guy is she? She's aiming at this guy?
Don't worry about it. I'm already doing it. Yeah. It's a cantrip, basically. So let's see if this hits.
Cool. So guiding bolt.
There you go. Hits.
What level did you? Was it like a? You used
It's first level.
First level. so it's
Straight.
gonna automatically miss at first level spell attack rolls. With the magical,
You cast it as a first level, or is it a first level spell?
it depends how you casted
It's
it.
a first level spell.
But it depends what spell slot you use to cast it.
It
If-
is a first level
Yeah,
spell, and
it's-
it was cast at a first level spell, but now we have very important information, which is I don't think it can be hit by anything. Right? There was the aboleth that was targeted. Targeted.
Who did you wait? Sorry, who
It
did you
was
target?
this
Did you?
guy.
Oh, this guy?
I targeted. No, the other guy.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy on the
so
right
for
here.
the-
Oh, my bad. Okay, I thought you were targeting a swarm. That's my bad. A 26 does hit this guy with guiding bolt,
Yeah.
and this guy disappears.
Okay.
I thought it was one of the swarms.
All right. That's good. Okay, so that's it. That's her turn.
Cool. And she got out of the water, yeah? Just kind of like moved a little bit.
She got out of the water, just moved back there. Yeah, that's it.
Perfect. That's Juniper. The scarabs continue to... Ooh, was this 5, 10, 15, 20? So this scarab is going to attempt to... These scarabs are going to surround Bubo and attempt to bite him. But does a 12 hit, Bubo?
No, 12. 12 doesn't hit.
Okay, so you're just these scarabs come meet you in the air and are just kind of surrounding you, but you're able to bat them away before they. None of them can really land long enough to bite you at all.
Okay. What is? What are the? Oh my God!
Lindsay, one spell that I had success with during the last session with Harley was Confuse, because they're all very low intelligence mobs. They have a big disadvantage on the saving throw against it because it's an intelligence save. And there's a lot
Yeah.
of, and it's a 10-foot radius. If it succeeds, then only a 1/5 chance Koi can even use them. 1/5 chance they attack each other, and otherwise
Right.
they just don't take action.
And
Yeah,
actually,
well,
yeah.
I'd rather.
Go for it.
I think right now, really, with the 73,000 players on the board, I don't want to be like doing any combat control, like battlefield control. I want to be within their numbers. You know, I just like we got to be taking out at least 1 or 2 per round, or else this will just last forever. This fight
Right,
will.
but if
will
you get an
like-
area of them failing intelligence checks, then they're effectively out of the combat until we swing back around to dealing with them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's
playing
just kicking the
character,
can, right?
your choice.
Yeah. No, it's fine. We're gonna be good. We're good here.
You're up, Harold.
Thank you, though.
Okay. Harold is going to. Which one? There's Squeak Noir.
In the water there. Yeah.
There's a icon on the mob to his right. What does that mean?
That was the mob that had been frozen, but you have since said that you cannot freeze mobs with
Well,
your
I mean, I think maybe
spell.
that's only something that we use from now.
From now on, it is
the mob
rapidly
to his left?
thawing.
Yeah, all right. And the mob to his left are the snakes.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to shoot at the snakes. Which button to hold was it to get advantage on the attack again?
Oh, it's control or shift. I forget which, or I think it's control or
This
shift.
gives me disadvantage.
Well, one was a nat 20.
20. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I get sneak attack because I have advantage.
Is that because I'm not sure if you get advantage when he's prone. under the prone condition.
Oh.
An attack against a creature has advantage if the creature is within 5 feet of the creature.
Yeah.
Oh.
Prone attacks, you get disadvantage for ranged, and you get advantage for melee.
No,
Oh, but it doesn't
I-
say that it.
I'm
Yeah. You're taking the advantage of being
dealing
next
with
to
whether
someone,
or
right?
not I have sneak attack as attacking a mob that has Squeak Noir beside it, but Squeak Noir is prone. Do I still get the advantage from Squeak Noir being beside the mob? Lindsay, do you know?
Yeah. It was a
I
ranged
would rule
attack.
Yes, because it's still like a distracting element. Like I've always sort of that rule always to me was like, oh, because your friend is there just drawing focus, you can
Mhm.
find a good. So like them being prone or not.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. That makes sense to me. I didn't say. I just looked up the rules. It didn't mention anything, so it didn't say like it takes it away, which means that you get the critical hit.
Get an extra 14 damage from the mob.
14 damage. Amazing. Yeah. How do you want to do this? Protecting Squeak Noir with your short bow, yeah? Or is it a crossbow?
Yeah, you see Harold kind of like, but caught in between this urge to, I would save the cat, but also voice in his head being like, it's a cat. Don't throw your life away for a cat. And so he just shoots at them.
Amazing. Speaking of cat, does anyone have the cat on them? Does Arlie have the cat in her bag? I think.
It does, yeah.
Okay, just to make sure. Just checking where the
Underwater
cat's at.
now.
Oh no. The cat is.
In a bound bag underwater.
She got out. She got out of the water, so that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's in a double bagged wet bag. Like there's no air in that cat's bag.
Oh no, I'm gonna
This
have
cat
to.
just might
Now you're making
pass
me
out.
roll. I'm gonna have to roll a Constitution saving throw. Yeah, the cat's not moving. Let's just say that. We are now going to go to our swarms of bats. This is 30 feet. Harold, you are going to. These bats are going to try to bite at you. 9 is going to miss.
Bats near me, I'm all the way at the back.
There's one right on top of you, actually, right now.
Oh, I just can't see its icon. Cool.
Yeah, they're just like super difficult to see. This one is going to go at Saluna. Does a 14 hit? No. We're going to have one on Aelric. I'm clicking the wrong target, but does a 22 hit Aelric? Okay, that'll be six piercing damage from our swarm.
I think that's our first damage, guys.
Yeah, that's the first thing. That's the first damage any of these swarms have done to you, which is pretty wild.
Oh, Luna took damage?
Yeah.
Took it in
I've
the
taken-
face a little bit? Okay.
Bubo, this bat swarm is going to fill your space, and 20, hitting for 20, dealing 6 piercing damage.
Nope. As they attack, my feathers flare up in a glowing thing and swirl around my body, smacking
Oh, hell yes.
talon and fang away. And for the duration, my armor class is going to be 22.
I love
I
it.
am
Up to 22.
I am now going to roll a d20.
Oh,
Now,
for Wild
this
Magic
will
Surge?
be the most, yeah, and because I was outside shooting chaos bolts into the water, on a 9, a 20, an 8, and 10, or a 6, along with the 1, I may. Oh, look at that!
An 8.
It's an 8. That is one of the numbers, one of our magic numbers.
And are
Now-
you using our expanded Wild Magic table, like our super cool expanded table?
I was using one the other day. I don't know. I don't know if it was like cooler or whatever.
I have
But look,
I have a good one that here I'll copy and put it into the because it's like a big. It's you roll 2 d100s. Here you go. I've put it into the Discord chat. This is on our website, so anyone watching can see this as well. This is the Wild Magic Surge table, which was suggested by Gillian, who played as Tamora. She came in and suggested this table. It is absolutely massive. It is really, really cool. You do 1 d100 for what you do, and the other d100 is the severity of what happens, which can like change. So you basically are like doing a matrix of 2 d100s. Very, very fun, massive magic, Wild Magic Surge, which is only appropriate for our very wild and magical.
why is there 3? Why is there?
I think there's 3 rows or 3 columns because there's like moderate. Yeah, so you roll 2 d100s,
Okay, so I roll
or
one-
you roll
I
a d20 and a
D20.
d. Yeah,
I
that's
roll
what
a
it is.
D20. Okay, so my first d20 is a 4, so it's moderate, and
Cool.
my second d100 is going to be a 62. Let me
I'm gonna put
Let me
this in the
figure it out first.
chat.
and then
Cool. I'm just putting our Wild Magic Surge table in the chat so people can see what we're playing with.
okay, well, me and all creatures around me for the next minute are resistant to lightning damage. Oh no, sorry. We gain a vulnerability to lightning damage.
Oh shit! What's the range on this?
Wow. 30
We have a
feet
resident 30 feet. We have a resident lightning
around
spitter.
me. Oh my god, that is. Yeah, dude. Everything. Oh, dude, I'm even gonna say. Oh yeah, everything. All of the swarms around me. Everyone.
There. I've just made your
They're
token
all
have
for the
so-
next minute.
so that range. I've just made a light around your character. That light is the range of vulnerability. If you can see that light. Amazing. Oh damn, vulnerable to lightning. Booba, what happens is this like explain
Dude,
it? So you, yeah.
I think you only put 20 feet, man. This is 30 feet, man. It's a 30-foot radius.
I put 30 feet.
Like
I put 30
30
feet.
squares.
Maybe if I
okay.
do
Doesn't-
30 feet dim. I did a 30 feet as like a light radius around you. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
It looks like it's
it definitely
25
would.
feet.
interesting. Yeah, it looks too small, eh? So let
Yeah,
me just.
Like
What does it do if I say
like this
40?
guy would definitely be
Is that better?
affected.
Make it a
That's better,
35
right?
foot one.
I just
I
made
mean,
it
I think-
40,
I think
but
all we
that
have to
makes
do- I mean-
sense. Yeah. That's good. The lights, I've expanded it, so
Yeah,
now it's
I-
better.
Right. Okay.
25.
Okay. That is insane. You know what? That's fine, dude. That's fine. Let's we'll you can make calls on the day.
Yeah,
Well,
this is more. It's more just like a
I-
reference for everyone else playing, so that they can kind of like see. Like I'm thinking, Aelric, who might care, who's specifically vulnerable to lightning. So you can double check the range. It's not a perfect indicator, but I think it's a good like rough, just to let people see roughly what it is.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
but Booba, what does it look like? You're attacked by like swarms of bats. Like 3 swarms are descending on you. There's a swarm of scarabs. You're in the air, surrounded by each swarm is about 3 dozen of these creatures. And as you're surrounded, you cast a shield spell, which then triggers this wild magic surge. So what is that like? That's just like a wild image.
Yeah. I think that for the duration, like the around me feathers are kind of flying out in like jagged, weird twisting, almost like physics is being bent, and the feathers are like looking like lightning strikes, and they're like brushing up against the feathers and the whatever of the bats and everything, and it's just like this peculiar thing, and it's like it looks like lightning, but it's not quite lightning. You know what I mean? It's like
ready. It
just
wants
like
it though.
Feathers are just like magical. Yeah, magical feathers are showing the path that lightning should take to hit both it and myself. Like I'm also susceptible to it, right?
Yeah.
And this is like, and this is completely terrifying me. Like this is the most crazy effect I've ever seen happen to me during a during a fight. So I am still going to I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos again to give myself advantage on this intelligence check.
It's not your
I
turn though.
just
That was a
want to,
reaction because it's Aelric's turn.
You're right. Yeah, good.
That was
Yeah,
just a
okay,
reaction.
That's it.
Yeah.
Zelda.
Yeah. But
No,
that was
of
just
course,
you
yeah,
being
I forgot about
swarmed by all these bats and just like this epic kind of defensive maneuver that's going on. Which leads us to Aelric, and then Luna's up next.
Boy, what is this hypnotism-looking thing that's in this pool right in front of me here? What's this thing right here?
That is movement you cannot see.
Okay.
That is an unidentified enemy or enemies.
Fantastic. Well, since I can't see it, I'm going right there.
So yeah, you're surrounded by you have on all sides, kind of. You're next to Luna, snakes on either side of you, and then this.
Right,
you're gonna go swim into the.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my movement to get right here.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna wheel and start attacking snakes, man.
This way. Amazing, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's fine. Well, hold on, let me read this. I'm trying to decipher this move here. No, okay, it's not gonna work. That's okay. Yeah, I'll just take these. I'll take this here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, roll me an attack.
Okay.
Sorry?
Okay. Am I allowed to split attacks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have multiple attacks, you can attack multiple targets, and you can also attack, move. Like you can split up your resources in any way you want.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Great. I just haven't ever tried this before, so I'm just gonna attack 2 on each side, two on one side, 2 on the other side.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, go one at a time.
Yeah. I'm gonna start on this one down here first.
Cool.
Why is this not rolling? My thing is not rolling.
Did you pick it with the bullseye?
I thought it did. Yeah, I can't get it to roll. Okay.
So I found I
Way to let that just fall away there, Sean. Well done.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
and
had
and
some-
in for the attack. In for
And
the
then-
attack.
and then nothing.
And then the thing that I'm gonna do. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure why it won't let you.
I mean, my thing is,
just
It's
up
your
at the top
turn.
there, you know, where it's like written, where it says like inventory, features, spells, attributes. If you just go in inventory and you just hover over your weapon, you can
that's
just
what
do
I-
that. That'll.
and I get it to roll.
Oh, do
Oh.
we maybe not have
Sorry.
your inventory equipped? Oh, I think that's what it is. Your inventory wasn't equipped for some reason. There we go. Try it now. I think that's what the problem
Okay.
is. Using Foundry. Did that help?
Nope.
Or still no? Oh. Can we just do like a straight roll? Which would be
Yeah.
just like a /R space 1d20, I guess
I
would
mean,
be.
I can use the cup.
Or-
I can use the cup here.
Yeah, use the cup, man.
So that's going to be plus. Well, where's my attributes? +4 to these things here.
So a 9, that's going to miss.
That's going to be a 14.
14 hits.
Okay. And that's with the offhand, so that's going to be. Yeah, it won't even let me call up my. It's really strange. It won't even let me call up my damage.
Oh.
Okay. I'm just going to have to do it all manually for whatever reason, I guess.
Yeah. Or if you open your inventory, you can also like 1d8.
that's
So
what
that's
I've-
1 damage plus. That's your offhand.
Yeah, but I'm two-handed spider person, so it's
Yeah.
still, I still get my
So
mod.
it's still.
That's 5 points of damage.
Is it just 5?
Well,
'Cause do you not add your
+4 is my-
It's a strength. It's a strength. Strength.
So he adds
It's a
his strength modifier. Oh, right. So +4. So 5 points of damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just slashing.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So you swing at this swarm of snakes. But just the fact that there's like, when you hit any of your swings, it kills. But when you don't, you kind of swing right through. So there's this weird like hyper effectiveness to the strikes, and also a lack of effectiveness to these swings.
Okay. And then I'm going back across to get this one over here.
Mm-hmm. $16 hits.
So, yeah, so both of those are non-net 20, 16 and 16. So 6 and 5, 11.
11. So that's so out of these above you, next to just to the north of you here, only a single snake remains of the swarm.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah. Here down here you have like, yeah, less than a handful. So you're thinning the swarm as it is. And that ends Elric's turn. Moving to yeah.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to send chromatic infusion into Shatterspire.
Nice.
Or Shatter
So now
Strike,
you-
rather.
So now you can do lightning damage with it, or you can choose. I think is the idea.
Yeah, it's lightning. I'm just gonna bring it up with lightning. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, cool. Doing now. It's Saluna's turn.
Take my mute off.
Nice.
I'm gonna get out of the water.
Okay, awesome.
currently prone in there.
There is going to be an opportunity attack by the bats that are currently surrounding you. But they only does a 15 hit?
Goes to defender, right?
A tie goes to the attacker. So Lindsay's on mute. If your armor class,
It's 15 to hit. You know, they need a 15 to hit you. Is the thing.
Then yes,
So-
they do hit me.
okay, so 15 hits. So you take 5 piercing damage as you move out of the water. It's like as you focus on climbing out of the water and like grasping the slippery slope here, because this is all difficult terrain. A few of the bats are able to not even really do damage with their wings, just like shove themselves in between articulating joints that then, like as they close, get crushed and start like gumming up the movement and efficacy of your construct body.
So you're telling me I killed a couple bats, though?
They're not hit point bats, though.
Well, now that I'm out of the water, I think what I'd like to do is move towards the opening of the cave.
Cool.
Back there. Back that way.
Yeah, so you
Getting
use
behind
10, and then another 20, 30. You have 30, so you could move to here with 30. I don't know what your full range of movement is.
30.
What am I doing? 30. So with 30, you can move 15. So you could move like to here, to the mouth of the cave here.
And then I would like to summon a beast. You think?
Okay.
There's method, I swear.
I love it.
I don't know. So I'm gonna cast it at third to use a second level slot.
Okay.
And I would like to summon an elemental. It's not an elemental; it's a bestial spirit. But I'd like to summon a water one, and I'd like him to look like the rest of these carnivorous fish in here.
Okay. So its stats are water elemental? Is that?
No, I have the stats here. It's a bestial spirit of water type.
Okay.
It's a small beast.
I'm just trying to see if I can find something to it, but I will do just like a water elemental. Oh, it's far too big.
Yeah. I wonder if I don't know how to send you this thing, but
Screen cap it and then drop the image in the chat.
So what is this? So this is you're calling it like a spiritual animal into existence.
Yeah. I call
Amazing.
forth a bestial spirit. It manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. This corporeal form uses the bestial spirit stat block. When you cast a spell, choose an environment, air, land, or water. The creature resembles an animal of your choice that is native to the chosen environment. So I'm choosing the carnivorous fish, which determines certain traits in its stat block. It's the water that determines the states. And then it disappears when it drops to 0 hit points. It can understand the languages that I speak. And it gets its turn after my turn, immediately after my turn. And it
Amazing.
obeys my verbal command. And if I don't give it a verbal command, it just takes the dodge action.
Beautiful. Cool. So I'm just going to give you this this kind of thing, right? This token here. It's like it appears there, or where do you want it to appear?
Like it to appear in the water. Just off the shore here. And my intention for this fish is for it to swim as far down as it can go and tell me what's there.
Okay. And then it can move like 60 a turn, I guess, if it uses the dash action.
Yeah, its speed is 30 feet in water, and yeah, it can do the dash.
Cool. So it'll be able to move 60 per turn. Cool. Awesome. See, summon this
Dirty dash.
spiritual fish.
With my bonus action, I'm gonna shoot my bow because I'm an archer.
Yeah! Bonus bow!
Boop, boop.
Yeah, so you have a lot of baddies around here. We got a fish, swarm of bats here, swarm of bats here. Got the swarm of the 2 swarms of poisonous snakes that Aelric has taken mostly care of. There's another swarm of bats 30 feet off the ground here, and then there is Squeak Noir in the water. You can see kind of roiling water coming towards Squeak Noir.
I'd like to shoot for the water, going for Squeak Noir because he's my boy.
Nice. Do you want to get the fish in ice, the last ice they'll ever be in, or do you want to fire into like a kind of unseen target?
I would think I'll just go for whatever is the most immediately endangering the mouse. So I think it's
Yeah.
the swarm that's roiling the water next to him. Yeah.
Right, this one right here.
Yeah.
That's the one coming out of ice, coming out of the ice cantrip, the control water ice cantrip that should never have actually stopped them. But yeah, send an attack that a ways.
Okay, does a 24 hit?
Yes, it does.
Archer gets a 1d8 plus 4, so that is 10 damage.
What type of damage is that?
It is radiant damage.
Amazing. It's effective. It is super effective. Yeah, so what does this look like with Selûne like backing into the mouth of the cave, casting a spell, firing her? She's in her what's the celestial form look like? Like how does she interact with the physical world as this celestial ethereal form of just kind of humanoid collection of stars? Is what she's looking like.
So basic constellation form appears like on my being. So I imagine that since I am a Warforged covered in crystals, random crystals in the constellation format of the archer would start to brighten up. So on my figure,
Cool.
there's these like really bright illuminated stones that are making the shape of like, boom.
Nice.
And then from I have this kind of like starry archery bow that is made up of stars, and I just so yeah, she gets
Cool.
herself out of the water, she's backing up, and then she just kind of like throws a spirit fish into the water and shoots at something else in the water, and is kind of looking a little like, oh Jesus, what is going on? These people are crazy. This is a lot.
Amazing.
Why did
This is a lot.
float?
If that ends your turn, Squeak Noir is able to take advantage of these arrows and drags himself back up onto the rocks, just sopping wet. His like big long brimmed hat kind of like just bowing down heavy around his face. But he gets up and starts running towards you all. I will do the tactical decision. It is most wise. That brings us to the end of round 3. We're going to take a little break here before we start at the top of round 4. So we're 9:18. Why don't we come back at 9:30? That gives us like 12 minutes. Yeah? Cool. Thank you. And we are... I'm gonna bring us back from break. I do love that video. But we're at 9:30. We're honoring our time commitments. We are back at the top of round 3 against the Horde. Thad Deus is going next.
So, with getting myself up and 30 feet of movement, I can go 10, 20, 30.
Difficult terrain because you still have you have crazy movement right now. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have 60 feet. So I
Right.
actually move normally through this environment. But then I'm going to use my free action to I'm going to de-strip off my robe, my heavy robe, down to my loincloth, and I'm going to shout at the same time. Well, he walked away, but I'm shouting.
He's listening. He's listening.
We need to keep the beachhead. Bubo's too far out. I'm gonna do something dumb. And then I cast as my bonus action, as a 4th level spell using a 3rd level spell slot. I am casting Shadow Blade, and I rend. I shout out for 2 seconds. It looks like my axe, and then it sort of twists down to a dagger. And I want to say that mechanically, Coy, just to note, the shape doesn't matter. It will deal flat damage no matter what. I put it into my teeth, and then I use my action to dash.
Oh my god.
And I'm going to go 10, 20. I dive into the water.
Yeah. As you pass, Squeak Noir is like, yes, my student.
30, 40, 50, 60. And I swim out to there.
Amazing.
And once I'm there, I, of course, like, as I'm treading water with my very powerful, strong legs, I take the shard of shadow that I'm holding, and I, like, tread water, and I sort of look. I know I can't really see too far, but that's my turn.
Cool. Awesome. Just, like, wading out into the water. I'm gonna do something stupid.
How deep is the water where I'm currently at, Coy, by the way? Like I'm assuming here that it's like at least 10 feet deep.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, very deep.
Okay, cool. And that, as they say, is my turn.
Amazing. I am going to ask for. I need to have a. So I'm gonna need a wisdom save from Thad and Aelric, and it'll also be against the beast that's in the waters. Luna, your beast, the 3 who are in the water there. Wisdom saving throw. DC 16. Nice. And you can type /R and then like 1D anything. If you want to just do like a random roll in the chat thread. Anyone who's in the water hears that is so here's this like psychic rage. Nat 20? Amazing.
Yeah.
Um
I rolled for him because I didn't want to
Perfect.
deal with technology. So I'm rolling for the fish, but I'll show you what I get.
Fish got a nat 20. Hell yeah. This psychic rage emanates from below you in the water, Thad. You're kind of just like this magical attenuation that you're pulsing with magic and arcane energy, and maybe it's that, maybe it's Maybelline, but somehow you don't take any damage from that psychic scream. Neither does the fish. Elric, you take 8 psychic damage from this scream that affects you while in the water, which takes us to our... So Elric is surrounded by quite a lot of swarms here. So I'm going to roll a bunch of damage here on Elric. We have 2 snake swarms. They are dealing... Oh, well, that's a 9 to hit, so I think that's going to miss. The other one rolls a 16. Does a 16 hit Elric? I don't think so. No. Okay.
So DC, armor class 19.
Amazing. So these 2, like the remnants of those snakes that you were just chopping away at, are still kind of surrounding you. And as you're like pushing them away from the surface, you also feel coming up from under you, churning waters. And before you know it, the waters around you are filled with carnivorous fishies. And this is going to be a series of... These are going to be 5 attacks by different... 5 swarms, I should say, attacking you here. 13 misses. A 22 hits. That's going to be 12 piercing damage. And you're below full health, right? At this point, Elric?
Yeah, I've taken damage every round.
Okay. So with Blood Frenzy, the swarm has advantage on creatures that don't have all its hit points. So that was... You're taking 12 damage plus another 11 damage. That missed both times, plus another 12 damage. And the final swarm is also going to miss. So that's 12 plus 12 plus 11. Piercing damage towards you, Elric. Yes, piercing. And that is going to be the fishies. The fishies is his turn, leading us to Bubo. On mute. Sorry.
Apologies. Bubo sees that Elric is in...
The water's
deep
churning
doo-doo.
under him. Yeah.
Yeah. So Bubo is going to cast an upcast Chaos Bolt. He is going to cast it as a 2nd level spell, but because Chaos Bolt, so if I'm not mistaken, Chaos Bolt is a 1st level spell, so it would be a cantrip. Casting it as a 1st level spell would be an upcast once, and casting it as a 2nd level spell would be an upcast twice.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Right.
Wait.
You...
No, it's easier than that for you. It's normally a 1st level spell, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're getting a free upcast if you choose to stay at 1st level.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yes, I know. I know that, but I'm going to cast it as a 2nd level spell.
Which gives
Oh,
you
sorry,
double
I thought
upcast.
I thought I was trying to save you a spell slot, man. Okay, sorry.
No, I'm going for my 2nd level spell slots are not really useful to me. So this is a good one. Let me. Have we witnessed a second level spell succeed on these beasts?
You have seen when Thad first cast his fireballs, those were at base, so they used second level slots, and all of the swarms succeeded in their saving throws against that. When he upcast and used, and he expended a third level spell slot, his magic was more effective. You've seen that. You're on mute, Sam.
So
Okay, they succeeded on his.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Let me just finish. So on a second level spell slot, they still, I'm sorry. On a second level spell slot, they still took damage, except they had probably advantage on their saves or whatever, if we're gonna call it that. Is that? But they still took damage, right?
They took half. You need to. I think that from my experimenting with Fireball,
that's fine. As long as they took 1 point of damage, that's all I care about. It's fine. That's a reality, right? Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to see what happens here. I am going to go here. Here.
Cool.
I just want to see what my range is. So it's just, this is super laggy. I gotta wait for it. To 30 feet. Yeah, that's
30.
Feet. Okay.
And you're now
so I am going
30 feet from Aelric.
Yeah, that's fine. So I am going to upcast this. I'm going to give myself advantage on the on this roll. I'm just going to roll a d20 twice. Okay.
Cool.
So this is ranged spell attack. It's my wisdom modifier. So the wisdom modifier for me is oh god, so crazy. It's +3 if I'm not mistaken. God, this is so long. Oh my god.
What are you casting?
Okay. I'm casting Chaos Bolt as a second level spell with advantage.
Cool.
And I'm going to cast it at
using a second level
this
spell
guy.
slot.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna cast it at this guy here, the one that's just north of him.
Right to the north? This one that I'm pinging? Or you're firing at the swarms, or you're firing at... Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dude, I'm not doing Chaos Bolt. That's a mistake. I'm doing Hail of Thorns. The exact same things, but it's a Hail of Thorns.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're upcasting Hail of Thorns.
To a second level spell, which is a double upcast. So.
Cool. And second level, so that does... The creature takes or half as much on successful one. Awesome. Cool. I see what you're doing.
Okay, so sharpshooter, longbow. No. Close. It's taking forever. Sharpshooter.
That's a critical hit.
Nat 20.
Yo.
Oh my god.
The wait is worth it.
Okay, so
charisma.
So
So it's a nat 20 on the top, the most northern of these fish. Or if you fire kind of at them. So basically, they're all moving in and out of Aelric's space because they have an attack range of 0. So they're moving through Aelric Square. So if you fire like into Aelric Square, you would also have the longest like expansion reach for this spell, right? Because I think it has like a
Yeah, but I'm
5-foot
not gonna-
range
but I'm not gonna
outside of.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna try to hit all of the people beside him, like the top 3 and the 2 beside him will be hit. It'll center on the guy in the middle, and then each person, there's 5 people that are going to be doing dexterity saving throws.
So if you fire
or
on
they're gonna
Aelric,
take-
because Aelric has to roll no matter what if he's within, because you can't choose to exclude him from the roll, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to give a critical hit to.
Oh no,
to
what
Aelric.
I'm saying is that sorry, what I'm trying to say is that like you can target a swarm on his space because the swarms are moving in his space. Does that make
Oh, okay.
sense?
Well, then there
Because
you
the
go.
swarms have an attack range of
so-
0. So to attack, they have to be on his space. So they are, like, all these swarms are on Aelric's space, and they're moving in and around his space. So you can target a point at his space
I
that
didn't
will
realize
hit the
that.
swarm and hit everything on all sides around him.
This is an absolutely insane.
This is an
hit. So,
incredible,
like, I'm gonna
incredible
roll the nat
splash
20.
damage.
It's the only one that actually works. The nat 20 is like this is insane. So so a D8 plus my hunter's mark D6. So that the D8 4 plus 4 8 plus 8 16 plus 6 22 plus my
Wow.
dexterity modifier 22
Yeah.
plus 5, that's 27. So
27?
oh well, there it is. The damage, that's exactly it. That's 37 right there. It's actually already done in the sharpshooter longbow. So the
There you
first
go.
guy is taking 37 damage.
Okay, and
Um,
that's
and
what type of
then-
damage is it?
It's just piercing damage.
Okay.
And then every single monster around him must make a dexterity saving throw, or take 1d10 piercing. But dude, like with our critical hit rolls, is it 1d10 plus 10?
Yeah,
Because all
because it's a
dice
critical
are-
hit. Yeah.
Okay, so
So everything
everybody
takes
is gonna take
14 piercing.
14 damage, 14 piercing. That doesn't save, or half on a successful save.
Cool. So I'm gonna just tell you that they do save.
all save.
They all save, but that is 7 damage to all of them, which is crazy because there are so many guys surrounding. The snakes all fully just die. The last of the snakes.
Right. And one of the swarms must die with 37 hits, I would imagine. 37 plus 7, that's 42, 44 damage to...
Oh, does the plus also apply to the first thing that's attacked as well?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Or,
Okay.
Or actually, you know what? I don't know. The target of the attack and each creature, yeah,
And each creature. Amazing.
do the saves.
Cool. So the original target is down to just like 1 or 2 fish. What I can say is extremely effective. These not only auto succeeded their saving throws, but they have resistance to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage. But they are all severely wounded. All of these are bloodied, you can say. One of the swarms is no, most of them are bloodied. That's crazy. That is a crazy amount of damage in just a single shot. Explain what that looks like. That is like a critical hit.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine it's like you know, like the in the Edge of Tomorrow, those like crazy things when they go like, you know, they kind of like stab out like that. That's kind of like what's going on from the arrow. Like it stabs into. Elric is sitting there, and like on his body, a freaking one of the swarm gets like stabbed, and it actually goes through it. Doesn't hit Elric. It's like stabbed right through one of the things on his thing, but actually through it, he just sees like spike all around him, and he actually takes. Actually, you have to do a dexterity saving throw as well, man.
Yeah, Elric also has to take a dex saving throw.
Yeah.
And Vikovar reminded us that is 3D. You double upcast. That's 3d10.
Oh my god.
Right? Elric nat 20 dex save. Elric just like totally like take the shot. I could totally see that moment. Elric in the middle of this, just a half second eye to eye from Bubo flying. Elric looking up out of the water. Take the shot. I got this. So that's another 5 damage, right?
So,
or another. No, another.
No, that's another. That's another 12 damage plus 20. That's another 32 damage.
What?
If it's 3d10, then all those you're talking in our critical vibe.
Our critical vibe is all maxed plus the roll. Max plus roll. Yeah, that's the critical roll is maxed plus roll. That way they. Yeah. So what's the maximum damage, and then what is it halved?
Okay. Yeah. So it would be 14. No, 4, 9, plus 7, 16, plus 30. That's 46 damage. Half, it's 23 damage on you.
Wow.
And then everything else would take 23 damage if they save or whatever.
Amazing. On that epic crit, that just like wipes out all of these swarms. Also, actually, our friendly spirit fish has to make a saving throw because it was close enough.
I just want to point out, you guys don't.
What was that, Thad?
Do it.
No, you need to make a saving throw, apparently for your fish. But I just wanted to say that you guys wouldn't let me nuke Squeak Noir, but you just nuked the fish and
Elric.
Like, who's the back here? Like,
the spirit fish isn't quite the same as your dude. Like my spirit fish is probably as stupid as a fish, and he's like, and then Squeak Noir is like, I'm a very sexy fish, mass, I know everything and I'm cool. So there's like a whole different emotional connection there. So I'm rolling for the fish. I thought he was really deep, far deep down, deep swimming fish.
Fish is way underwater,
60 feet away.
at the bottom.
Oh, he's 60 feet away because he acted right after your turn. You're right. You're so right.
He's just swimming down.
You're right.
And for the record, Elric's got 100 hit points. Squeak Noir does not have 100 hit points, and you were about to do like a freaking fireball on him. Like I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like a Squeak Noir, man. You should be consumed, like evaporated by a fireball. Anyways, that's just my.
I will say that the answer should have been pretty clear when both Lindsay and Keen at the same time was like, no, like there was like a harmony. There was a bridged connection in a way that nothing else has existed in, and there should be your answer, my friend.
I think it's so much.
So I'm not rolling for the
love it.
fish, just to confirm. He's deep.
Confirmed.
Thank you.
And I need to just bring it
Okay,
back because I just deleted it. Yeah. Is that? Let me just. I just deleted the fish. I have to return. The fish is just a water elemental, but I need to make sure here. And then this was Bubo's turn. Jesus, Bubo.
Yeah, Bubo's turn.
Incredible. Which means that finishes Bubo's turn. That takes us to Arlie's turn, who's right after Bubo. Bubo just eradicated. That's 8 swarms. Like 6 swarms of fish, the remnants of 2 swarms of poisonous snakes, and just a random bat swarm that was nearby. All of them just totally eviscerated and just shish kebabbed through this crazy critical magic hit. An incredible move, bringing Aelric back to where he was. I just had to move him to make adjustments there. And now Juniper's turn. That was probably the most damage I've ever seen in a single turn. That was insane.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Hey, wait,
I just
you're all beside Aelric. He should get sneak attack dice on that as well because he has level 1 rogue. Just saying.
Fuck off. That's true too. Yeah. They're extra dead. Yeah, you got sneak attack on that as well? Oh my god. Damn. Oh, we have Delirious Never is wanting something from Legion whenever they're up. Sorry, yeah, what's up?
How is Aelric doing? Like, how is he looking?
You can tell.
Looking good?
Great, baby. It's been a rough round.
Okay. So Arlie actually moves. How far?
Yeah, I think we need to do a save, right? Because under this new rule structure that I'm still trying to figure out, if I take more than half my damage in one round, don't I have to do something like some sort of version of system?
No. Half of your total. Like if I took out like half of your max, that would have been
one round.
No, in one attack.
Okay.
It's like if I took out like 60 points of damage on you, you would like there are mechanics if we chose to use them to save versus death or save versus passing out.
Oh, like auto kill or something.
So this round I've taken 67 points of damage this round.
So Arlie immediately goes, "No! Oh, Bubo, what are you doing?" She's like, "Oh my god!" She doesn't realize it. We just told Thad not to do this, and you go ahead and I think he might be under control. I don't know. She's kind of joking about that. She realizes the magnitude of saying that aloud with all the history that we have. And she, what's the range on the seeds of Zivlin?
Touch.
Is it touch or is it?
Yeah.
It's touch.
Touch.
Oh, son of a gun. Okay. All right. Well, then she can't do that. Doesn't have any healing. She has mass healing word. Okay. Well, then she is just going to start.
She has healing word. She has healing word as well. She also has healing word. Yeah. Bonus action. Fully.
Could you see?
1d4 plus spellcasting ability modifier.
You know what? She's going to forego that and just to give him a little bit more AC. So she's going to cast Shield of Fate. So he'll have a +2 to his AC moving forward. Again.
Cool. It's casting that again. Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. Is that a bonus action?
So why not?
Yeah. And it's a bonus action?
Is Shield of Faith a bonus action?
I think it is, no?
It's a bonus action. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can move and act still.
Yeah, just remember you can only cast cantrips with your actions now.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. That's it. I was like trying to figure out. I was like, there's guidance, but yeah, no. Does she have any attacks? You know what? Why not? She's got a crossbow. Let's fucking see what she can do with this little crossbow. Crossbow, 80 feet. What do we got? Do we have anything with 80 feet? Let me see here.
There's bats here and there's bats here.
There's bats above Harold as well.
There's also bats above Harold. You'd have
There's
to
a bats ab-
move.
That's above.
Yeah, you'd have to
Yeah,
move
that's
just
fair.
to this point to get to them. To enter the
Where do you get to
cave
get to
hole.
them?
Well, just to enter, we're just doing because like this
Oh.
cave entrance, this little box that we built up just to justify
okay.
the exterior
Okay.
of the map.
Okay, just the line of sight.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's just gonna. I can't see the bats, but I'm just gonna go crossbow light attack.
Cool.
You tell me if this hits. 18. Does it attack? Does it hit?
The 18 definitely hits. Yeah. 4 damage.
All right. So it just takes a straight 4 damage. She does a little bit of
Nice.
something, a little bit of help.
Arlie aims
Monica,
after Bubo just like fires a single shot and takes out like maybe 100 animals. Arlie comes around the corner, fires towards Harold, who's surrounded by bats himself.
Yeah.
Aims, lines up a perfect shot, hits 1 bat. Still got it.
All right. Still got it. And then as her
Awesome.
bonus action, I'll say that she does that first, and then as her bonus action, she shoots the shield of faith onto Deuteronomy.
Amazing. Sick. So we have now these scarab swarms are all within range of you, Bubo. So these scarab swarms are going to come racing around you. They are surrounding you, but they're also like
by
in
the
your
way.
space.
Sure. I'm just gonna roll a d20 for. Oh my God.
Another surge.
Yeah.
Okay, that's before their movement, by the way, in terms of like.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I just wish. Can I save it?
Yeah.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna
Hold
be a moderate.
One is like
roll the
one is a
surge?
not very powerful surge, I think.
No.
Yeah, the 10.
Or is one more powerful?
just
One is
rolled
extreme. You rolled a
rolled-
1 on the d20?
No. I rolled a 1 for my surge. That's the surge. I rolled a
Okay.
15 for the thing, which means
That's
it's a
moderate.
nuisance. So
Yeah.
fortunately for everybody, it's not going to be so bad. Oh my God! And I rolled a 1. That's fun. What is this?
A puddle
A
of grease.
Of grease appears where I'm standing. Anyone within 10 feet must make it. So, grease. So it actually looks like I pooped a bunch of grease into the water. Is what happens. For anybody that doesn't really notice, there's now a slick, an oil slick on the top of the water, just directly underneath me.
Wait,
I'm gonna-
so that's what those swarming
yeah.
flying things around Bubo?
Sorry?
Are there swarming flying things around Bubo right now, like on his square?
Yes, they are coming. Yeah, that's their turn. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But they're not there yet, so that doesn't get on them.
No. That happens on his turn, and now it's their turn. Or then it was Arlie's turn actually first, and now it's these scarabs' turn. They're all going to attack Bubo, and that is going to be 4 attacks. Does a 22 hit?
22, 17 plus 5. That's a 22. A 22 will hit.
Oh, wow. Okay. That is going to be 18 damage. And 18 piercing. With that
How
first.
does a minion do 18 damage? Jesus.
There's a lot of them.
Okay. No, I know, but because there's a lot of them. You
An
wouldn't
11.
do 18 damage per hit.
Look like all it right. It's
Jesus Christ.
it's
15.
simulated swarm. It's every individual in the
No,
swarm.
no. This is
Yeah,
this is PPK's territory here.
hundreds of these guys. And actually only one of the swarm hits you. All the others roll very low. And of that single hit, a single, like the scarabs land and you're able to brush them off or get away from them, or they're on your armor and not your body. One of them, a few of them start biting you, and then before you know it, one of them starts actually biting and burrowing itself into your flesh, and it is now embedded on your body. You can spend an action to try to remove or kill it on your next turn. But you just take.
The Mummy over the week.
But it's just 18 damage that you take at this point, leading us to Harold's turn.
Okay. Harold. You see Harold draw his poison dagger, and under his breath he intones Bethir. As he does so, lightning very lightly crackles along the length of the blade. I'm going to attack the bats that are on top of me. I'm not sure how to target them, boy.
Let me move them for you. I'm moving them just north of you, so they're, if you need to target them, they're just north of you.
Okay. They're right there? Great.
Mhm.
18 hits.
Yo, yeah.
Great. So that is 8 damage.
What type of damage? Because you're doing special damage now?
It's poison damage.
8 poison damage. Amazing.
And the regular dagger.
Cool.
That's
And
probably a miss.
9 doesn't hit. Yep. But yeah, the poison dagger is
so-
effective.
Yeah, they're also now, just so you know, affected by Booming Blade.
Oh shit! So if they move, amazing.
And because I've attacked them, I can disengage without provoking an opportunity attack.
Hell yes.
So Harold's just going to use his movement to go. I guess I can move 6 squares? No. 1, 2, 3 squares.
Cool. That takes you to the mouth of the cave there, but away from them without getting an opportunity attack. Awesome. Sick. That's your turn?
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. It's bat o'clock. Oh no, people. Swarm moves down on Squeak Noir and rolls a critical hit against Squeak Noir. He is absolutely surrounded, but Squeak Noir is no ordinary bear. He's taken a lot of damage getting bitten, but he is like fending off heroically as these bats are coming down around him. That's one swarm comes around him. Another swarm flies around but can't seem to get any purchase.
Boy, am I right to think that Squeak Noir is about the same size as one of these bats? Like, Squeak
I
Noir is
recently...
outside.
He's rat-sized, but I recently saw a really good image of like a guy carrying a rat under his arm, and the rat was like almost touching the ground. Like, you know, the like stories of those terrifying sewer rats. Squeak Noir is like a rat that's larger than a lot of like small dogs.
I mean, still, it's a pretty impressive, like, little kung fu scene and
Oh.
picture there with Squeak Noir, like,
Very much.
bouncing in
There-
between all of these
Yeah.
bats that are like.
This would be like scale-wise, we're looking at like a human fighting flying monkeys. Like it's close enough that, you know, he's able to like kind of like jump off of one and use that to like parry another, but then, you know, another one gets him in the back. And he turns around and like parrying and twisting, and but there's just too many of them that they're, you know, this is a losing battle you're witnessing with Squeak Noir here. This swarm that Harold ran away from is going to go after Arlie, but doesn't hit. This swarm.
Did it move?
It takes damage. Go ahead.
Yeah, it takes damage. Booming
It
blade.
moves.
Boom.
Yes. How much damage does it take?
1d8.
1d8 thunder. Yeah. Roll me a thunder. Yeah, it's amazing. As the swarm starts to move, just. Oh, incredible. Yeah, as the swarm starts to move, like half of the swarm just kind of like just blown against the sides of this little wall, leaving
Like,
only about a
giant
handful.
discharge building up against all the bats finally releases.
I love it. Very cool. Booming blade. And we have more morms of swarms. Morms of swarms. Keeping on coming. This is another one. It's going to attack at Bubo. I think it misses. A 12. That misses. So Bubo just... Bats have joined with the scarabs surrounding you here in the air. Another swarm comes by. That's a 15. You still have your shield up, or it's a 15. I'm not sure if that even.
My shield is gonna perpetually be up because it activates every single time something hits me. So.
Oh, amazing!
Like it's a cantrip at this point because it's
right, because it's a first level spell, so it just keeps. Right. Incredible. So they have to like.
And I didn't. Wait, I didn't actually roll for that though.
Yeah, you did. That was the grease, right?
No.
Or no?
No. Oh no, the grease was the other one. It's just a 13 that's going to be in my bank. I knew it wasn't going to be a 1.
Oh, okay.
But it's just when the shield activated, it'll be another number. Yeah.
Okay. Last swarm is going to come and try to attack Bubo. So Bubo's now surrounded by scarabs and bats. None of them hit, though, through his magical barriers. Bringing us back to Aelric, now alone, surrounded by just floating fish impaled by these like magical feathery blades. Don't have a... Oh, you're back. Awesome.
Yeah, sorry, I was letting the dog out here.
I'm gonna need some healing.
Huh? Yeah, just so
I said I'm gonna need some healing.
Yeah. Just so I can get the mechanics right. Everything that hit Bubo is on top of Bubo in the same way that. Me, correct?
So you can target one of the swarms. You can choose which swarm you target, and I'll say that that's on top of Bubo. They're all moving in and out of his space. So I can't, in good conscience, say that something can hit all of the swarms in that single space. But if you have something that reaches like anything that connects to those spaces, like any 5 feet in surrounding Bubo would reach all of them. If I put it that way.
All right. Then I move to.
Cool. If you're swimming, you have half speed. But yeah, you can move there.
I'm just moving 10 feet.
Cool.
Can't get it to move. Let me get him here. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Moving 10 feet, and I breathe lightning.
Hell yeah. Amazing. What do you want your line? Right down this path? Or are you trying to avoid...
Well, this is going to get the most, right? Because this is going to allow me to get 3 things. Because these are all 5 feet within with each other and Bubo. This one over here, I don't think I could get, but these 3 I could, right?
So you could get any column basically. You could hit any of the columns.
If I aim this one, huh?
If you look at them north south, you can get any of the columns
Oh,
because it's a line,
I
right?
thought you said. Okay, so then I only
Or
need the
or is
Bubo
that
right
or
there.
is it actually that you could get more? Are you saying because of the way that it works?
Because of the math, because of the way you just described it. You said if I aimed at one, anything within 5 feet, right?
Does the breath have? I mean, like if you're sorry, I meant like if you have an effect that has like a range.
Well, then I'll just do these 2 right here. Boom, because it's just 5 feet. Oops, I didn't mean to move.
What's the
I
breath
don't know,
weapon
I
here?
can't
How's
move
this
me
work?
back 'cause I'm right underneath that guy
In
now.
a 5 by
That's all right.
30-foot line. Yeah, so you can. So I'll say you can
Yeah,
hit
so I'm
3 of
going
them.
straight-
Yeah,
Yeah,
Amazing.
That's what, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. With lightning,
So
they
I
have a vulnerability to lightning right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. So roll damage for this, or is it? Do you roll to hit? No, you don't roll to hit because it's a line. So you just roll damage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not letting me call this up. I haven't used this in a long time. I think it's 3D, right? 3D8 because it went up.
Yeah, because of
Let me
your.
look at my level.
I think it might be in your features.
It just I
Up
have it,
there?
but it won't let me. It won't let me call it up. You know what I mean? Like it won't drop the menu down. There's not. I don't know why my thing is not working.
I did some upload. I did some changes of like I tried to upgrade some of the software today, so that might have affected our gameplay.
Okay.
We didn't test it. It is
Okay.
yeah after no at for 2d6 at 6. Oh yeah, 3d6. Yeah, 3d6.
36, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna have to roll this manually with the cup, I guess here.
Cool, and it's a dex saving throw, I believe.
Yeah. 15.
15 damage.
Oh my god. So that's 30 damage.
30 damage. What's the saving throw on? So the bats are gone.
What is the? It's a dex save. Oh, what's the DC on it?
yeah, the DC.
It's 8 plus my Constitution modifier plus my proficiency bonus. So it's 14.
14. So if they roll a 14, then they pass. Okay, so the other two, the scarabs succeed. They take half of the doubled damage, which is so your normal. So the damage you rolled was 15.
15.
So they both take 15 damage. Incredible. So they're both bloodied at this point. These are both very reduced swarms. And the bats are gone.
Cool.
Amazing.
And for my, am I still going?
Yeah, if you have a bonus action or if you have another attack action, I guess you have another attack action because that counts as an attack.
Yeah.
Or-
But I also have like another. Don't have movement left.
Yeah, if you do. You have 30 movement, so you have another 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there. And then
Hell yeah.
For my bonus action, I'm hitting all 4 of those seeds. That seed charge, all 4 of them.
Oh, cool. Heal yourself up. 2, 5, 9, 11 damage you heal. 11 hit points. Heal 11 hit points. Amazing. Well needed. Well needed, Elric.
Hey, Koi, I hate to do this.
Yo. We're getting late.
Forgot I was,
Yeah, go for it.
forgot I was higher than 5th level. The bats should take an extra 12 points of damage from the booming blade.
Oh, okay. So the bats are dead. Amazing. We have Saloon, we have Saluna, and then Squeak Noir, and that's the end of our round, and we're at 10:20, so I think we'll end at the bottom of this round. So Saluna is up.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Sean.
Hello. Okay, so what have we got still living right now? Just everything surrounding Bubo up there?
A lot of what's surrounding Bubo is still alive. Yeah.
There's bats on Squeak Noir too.
Oh, Squeak Noir. But Bubo hasn't really taken any damage from these bats.
I've taken
No.
18 damage from one hit, and I am down. Like, I'm a third of my hit points. So I'm just like, it's fine. I should be fine. I have a pretty good AC of 22. Should be hard for them to hit, but it's pretty insane that when I do get hit. But go for Squeak Noir. Say Squeak Noir. It's fine.
You can save the mouse. It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, I feel like if you had like an area attack, go, have at her with me. But for Squeak Noir, go for it.
So I don't really have an area attack, is the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's voices in my head that are telling me I should cast Moonbeam, but the thing about that is that Moonbeam is concentration, and so is my Bestial Spirit, and my Bestial Spirit has a very beelined mission that I have given it, and its mission is to get down to the bottom of this water and tell me what is there. I want to see what we will be facing next time we get in here. I want to know what it looks like. And I want to know if I know what it is. So that's what my fish's goal is. So if I were to cast Moonbeam, unfortunately, I would kill my fish. My fish has eyes that can see what we cannot.
Okay.
So with that being said, unless the DM wants me to fight my own conscience, I'm going to keep my fish in his daring dash mission down to the bottom of the ocean.
I'm going to say just give me a wisdom saving throw DC 2, because we had 2 different viewers want Moonbeam. I mean, I hope we pass a DC 2, but if we don't, our viewers will be happy.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, kill the fish. Fish!
But my
wisdom
fish.
saving throw. Wow. Okay, well, I got 6. Did you
6.
want me to
That
add
passes.
DC 2 or take away DC 2?
No, DC was 2. The DC was 2. So you had to roll a 1, basically, to succeed. So you succeeded. So you get to keep your concentration on your fish. It was just because we had 2 different viewers. That's a big quadrant of our viewership.
Yeah, I do want to cast Moonbeam though, but I really want to know what's down there. I really want the fish to tell me information. So instead, I'm sorry everyone to let you down, but don't worry. I'm gonna cast that as soon as I can put it on something big and scary and worth it. I'm gonna fucking Moonbeam the shit out of something. I'm so sorry about my language, by the way. I swear like a sailor.
Not at all.
So I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm going to is there anything near me that I can hit, like with myself?
Near you? Yeah, there's there's a swarm of bats just above Aelric's head, about 30 feet above Aelric's head. There's another swarm of bats right beside Squeak Noir.
Okay.
Actually, they're not right above. They're like at Aelric. Aelric kind of moved into a swarm of bats. These are the bats that have been pestering Squeak Noir. So Aelric has kind of stepped beside this epic Yoda miniature fight scenario that's happening between Squeak Noir and the bats.
Okay.
Like a Godzilla next to. Sorry.
It's not very far for me to go to step in there also, right? I can do that with like half of my movement to get close.
Yes, totally.
And I'm just gonna do a cute little thing called Primal Savagery. I'm gonna kind of lycanthrope myself in a way. I'm gonna grow up my claws, and I'm gonna grow up my teeth. I'm just gonna be like, I'm with you, my animal companion, and just like thrash at these bats that are near him. I'm doing like a little miniature werewolf transformation. I'm like, my moon homies, I see what you got.
I love it.
I'm imagining like Fantastic Mr. Fox eating bread. It's like pops in there.
Amazing.
So yeah, see if I can get some of those guys.
Yeah, what do you roll for that?
Oh my. 14.
14. A 14 hits.
Okay, nice. And then so this is now 2d10 product damage on those guys.
Oh, damn.
So that's a 12.
12. Very effective. Just ripping apart this swarm right here that's next to Squeak Noir. Very
Did it
cool.
for my homie. I love Squeak.
Hell yeah.
And then bonus action, have a
Yeah.
star bow. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna shoot it at a set of probably whatever I can hit over here in this little region. Can you see me looking over here? Touching these things? Does that work at all?
Yeah. Now, just in terms of like, if you fired it before you moved, because as soon as you're technically next to a target, you have disadvantage. But you could have fired the bonus action. Am I mistaken for if you've like do a ranged attack within melee distance of a enemy, it's at disadvantage? But I think
I'm not
the
shooting-
distance is.
Yeah, I'm shooting towards Bubo now. I got my claws out. I just went
Mhm.
to the ones near me. Now I'm shooting past them to the swarms near Bubo.
Yeah.
that work?
Amazing. Yeah, as long as as long as you shoot first, because once you're within 5 feet of an enemy, rules as written are that you do range attacks with disadvantage. But you could just reverse the narrative of it, where you shoot first and then go in, and get rid of the disadvantage on the attack. Not a big
You
deal.
as Okay, then let's do that.
Yeah, technically, and Vikavar on chat is also confirming, within 5 feet of an enemy, you'll get disadvantage on ranged attacks. But yeah, for this attack, we'll just in terms of narrative timeline, just say that you like fire your bolt towards the creatures surrounding Bubo as you move in to strike against those swarms.
Okay, and he also let me know that I read that wrong. It's acid, not a necrotic. My bad.
Okay, acid still effective, still super effective.
Okay, I'm gonna do my first shot, which should have happened first, and then move in and use my claws. 25 to shoot one of the swarms that is attacking or near Bubo right now.
Amazing. What are you aiming for, the bats or the scarabs?
I think I'm gonna aim for the scarabs because they're crawling inside of his skin.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
Yeah,
that's
they're pretty
kinda
rough.
whack.
That's
I do
kinda
not
whack.
like that type of invasive behavior on my battlefield.
Amazing.
That's just a step too far.
Yeah. So the 22 definitely hits, or 25.
Okay. And then my archer does a 1d8 plus 4, 11 damage.
Oh hell yeah! One of those swarms is gone.
Okay. And it is now my fish's turn, and I would like to dash my fish deeper. I want it to see what's down there. He's at 120 feet now. Does he see anything?
Does not see any bottom yet, but still going.
That's me.
Cool. Yeah, next to you, in between Saluna, we have like the gorgeous lithe construct Saluna with in its ethereal celestial form, gems shining in constellations. A little gap as the camera pans over to see Aelric dripping wet coming, still kind of like exhaling a little bit of sparks from that breath of lightning he just did. And then in between them, panning down, the sopping wet Squeak Noir, who's still engaged in a ferocious battle between himself and these bats. He's able to attack and deal an additional set of damage, killing 3 more bats with a swipe and a slash, and then taking one down that he kind of jumps on and rides into the earth, rolling out. His hat falls off, picks it up, wipes it off, and redons it to get that like really cool, like looking up from under the brim. Ah, it is the battle of a life. And with that, we'll end for tonight. Thank you so much. That's the end of round 4. Next week, we're going to start at the top of round 5. We're in the Demon's Lair here, and we haven't even had a single attack or action directly on our party by the big baddie. So next week, hopefully things will continue to escalate. The swarm. Thank you, everyone. That was crazy, epic. Did a full night tonight. Thank you, Vicovar, for joining us, as always, and thank you, our other guests. And hopefully you'll be able to make it next week. If not, you can catch the archives. But we'll be seeing Vicovar in 2 weeks. And everyone else, until then, you are Legion. That's how we end, right?